Hi, I'm Irene, founder and eco-florist here at Happily Eco After. I know as a new bride-to-be, there must be a lot of information out there. Everything is brand new. You have no idea kind of what to expect, what the usual process is, the pricing, and just everything. I definitely make sure to help with that and just kind of guide you through to make things a lot more easy and less overwhelming. I'm going to use Annie and John's wedding as an example so that it's a lot easier to understand the process. So step one is when you share your wedding vision with me. Some brides have inspiration photos, bouquet photos, Pinterest boards. I love to get those. If you have them, that's really helpful. If you're earlier on in the process and you don't have those, that's no problem, just let me know. I have a quiz that I'll guide you through that'll get your exact bouquet style just right. Step two is the virtual call. So that's when we get to know each other. I make sure that we're on the same page in terms of your style, your vision. I also like to find out the kind of flowers that you like, because there are a lot of different kinds. There's kind of light, airy, feminine, there's big and fluffy, there's lots of texture, small, large. So these are the kind of things that I like to know about you to make sure that I choose the perfect flowers for your style. So for Annie in Cambridge Mill, I knew from the examples that she sent over that she liked light, airy, modern florals, and she liked a tiny bit of a rustic touch. I knew that her bridesmaids' gowns were going to be dusty lavender, and then that was part of her color palette as well. So when I send over my proposal, I like to include the general design direction, the aesthetic, anything that we talked about, and my understanding of their style and what works really well for the venue. It's really important for me to include the color palette because here I even include percentages. So you don't want to be picturing that you're getting like a touch of lavender and then you show up to your wedding and it's like 90% lavender and 2% of your other colors or 10% of your other colors. So that's why I like to really be precise with the proposal so that there's absolutely no misunderstandings or surprises. And then, so in the case of John and Annie, we talked about golden pedestals and arrangements on top. We talked about her bridal bouquet style, and we talked about the gold accents that we're going to use for her guest tables. And then I like to include some of the main flowers that I'm planning on using, and so that you can see kind of which flowers I'm going to choose and how they will kind of all look together. So it'll give you like a really good idea in your mind. And then of course I will include the whole itemized quote, the total, and my handy payment plan that I like to include for all my couples. So the final step is the big day, but leading up to it we will have kept in touch. I like to send little tips, for example, how to put on your boutonniere, and just give updates like, for example, the flowers have been ordered and everything is on track. So then the big day is when everything that we planned and talked about just comes together to create a beautiful aesthetic, just how you pictured it. You can see in the example of Annie and John how we went from the proposal and the mood board to the real thing, me on site, and then the beautiful photos that they got of their wedding.